Hello, it is World Wide Web Wednesday, June. Man, I should have checked what date it is. I think it's June 6th, 2019. Steve Sipress here. And today is the day, World Wide Web Wednesday, where I help you make money over the internet. And before I forget, for those of you that are serious about making more money over the internet, you want to get help from me, go over to Get Help From Me by going to helpfromsteve.com. And so that's where today's tip comes from. I did a bunch of strategy sessions today. I love doing them. I look at business challenges like a game. I'm extremely competitive. I love solving problems, and to me that's winning. And so I knocked a whole bunch of business owners off of my waiting list from helpfromsteve.com. And one of them today, I said, I was surprised people didn't know that one of the basics of generating leads online. But then I also shared with this particular business owner an advanced tip, and that's what I'm going to share today on World Wide Web Wednesday with you. Again, if you want the basic business building tips for the internet, I can help you with those. If you want more advanced stuff, that's usually what happens when people go to helpfromsteve.com. You not only get something advanced, you get something specific geared to your particular business, your particular industry, and your particular situation. That only happens at helpfromsteve.com. Here, I've got to do things in a more broad way, of course, for the hundreds or thousands of people, depending on which video it is that people are viewing. So let's get right to it. What is a lead magnet? I'll just start right there for people who don't know. That's something that you give away in order to attract someone to inquire about possibly doing business with you so that you can follow up later. So in other words, I see this mistake on, 80, 90% of websites of local business owners. The lawyer, the doctor, the plumber, the landscaper, the roofer, the heating and air guy, whatever, is your website is somehow geared to your thinking that that hits your website is going to want to do business with you immediately or else never. And that comes from the emergency thinking of some of these services. Hey, I'm a roofer, and if you got a leaky roof, you come to my website, you're going to call me. Well, not necessarily. As you know, if you're a roofer, you know that a lot of people put off that decision. It's not leaking bad enough. I don't feel like that major expenditure. Or heating and air system, it's maybe I'm just calling looking for some maintenance, or I'm looking to see if there's some kind of special deal, or maybe it's, I know that it's been about 8 or 10 or 12 years since I bought one, and I'm just checking out the latest updates and systems and pricing and features and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not ready to buy right now. Well, here's the thing. If people come to your website, they find it somehow. And a lot of times we spend money to get people to find our website with online advertising, whether it's through Google or Yahoo or Bing, pay-per-click advertising, or it's Facebook ads, or pretty much anything at all. Even if you're just going to a networking or a chamber of commerce event and you're handing out business cards, well, that was time, and hopefully that time is more valuable than money. Money is replenishable. Time is not. Once it's gone forever. So you're investing something, time, money, effort, all three, into getting people to come to your website. So when they do, if they're not ready immediately to call you, because I'm sure you have your phone number on there, then you want to put some kind of a mechanism to capture their contact information so you can follow up with them. So when they are ready to buy or to really get into asking questions or looking, they're really heavily towards the end of the buying cycle, they're ready to buy soon, you want not to have to pay a whole bunch of money or time or effort to get them back to your website. You want to capture them when they're there. So a lead magnet magnetically attracts the lead to give you their contact information. Now, in the old days when the World Wide Web just started, at least for business, and websites became popular maybe 20 years ago, and even until about 15 years ago, all you had to do was say, hey, give me what's your name and email, and I'll put you on my newsletter list or something of extremely low value, and we just did it. But now people guard email addresses, as you all know. I'm sure you do as well. People get hundreds of emails. I have several email accounts, especially for, responding to offers and having to put an email address and knowing they're going to get all kinds of irrelevant and unwanted follow-up and not having enough sense to just opt out of them. They put their spam email address or maybe a personal email address opposed to a business email address, or one that's not checked as often, or one that goes to all the subscriptions, or even, all the different tabs and inboxes and different email programs nowadays. A lot of times, even when people want to see your emails, they don't see it. Anyway, email marketing is still people that sell other stuff. In other words, they give you lots of BS advice, and I am known as a no BS, no nonsense guy. When I help people, I actually give them help. Speaking of which, if you're just tuning in and you missed it, you want to go to helpfromsteve.com for specific help with internet marketing, with all this lead generation stuff. Helpfromsteve.com, and I will get on the phone and help you personally. Anyway, so instead of just having a website with a phone number on it, put a lead magnet. Give a reason, a real good, valuable reason for people to give you contact information, their name, email, phone number, whatever it is that you want to collect. You need to offer something of value, and that's part of the WOW strategy. Sid is here, good seeing you. That's the irresistible offer. You want to make it irresistible. You don't want to just say, put in your email to get on my newsletter list, or put my email for some irrelevant reason or even some weak reason. So here's a hint of how to make it a very strong reason to generate that lead, get that contact information. Hey, thank you for the likes. A bunch of likes people are giving me right there. Thank you, I appreciate that. I know that Facebook likes that, and the more likes and shares and comments and all that kind of stuff, the more people shows these videos too, so I appreciate that. More business owners can get help, and that's a big mission of mine. Business owners go out of business or make no money way too often. So I've made it my mission at this point in my life to help as many business owners as I can. Speaking of which, that's why you go over to helpfromsteve.com. You get personal help from me. We get on the phone, we talk. Anyway, so you have some kind of a lead magnet, some reason to attract the lead to you by offering something of value. So for a heating and air guy, it could be, here is the guide to the latest, here's how to cut down on your heating and air bill. And you give them all kinds of advice on how to caulk the windows and, what to do about the sun coming in down here in Arizona. There's a lot of issues with the sun beating down during the day. So you have to put up shades or shutters, or, you can grow bushes or plant trees blocking. These are all good tips you could give to lower someone's bill. Anything of value that they see of value that's fair enough that they'll give you their email address can generate a lead. And then you get them on your list, and you can email them, mail them, call them, depends what contact information you get from them, and follow up so that when they are ready to make a purchase, if they weren't immediately, you don't have to generate the lead, they'll call you. But if they weren't, and they're just shopping around, or they're thinking about it, or they're looking, later on when they are ready, really ought to be your sale to lose. If you've given them good information over and over, you don't just share those few tips in the beginning. You continue to share tips over time, and several days, weeks, months, years down the road, when they're ready to make a buying decision, they'll, at that point, really trust you and like you, and they've gotten to know you, and they know you're helpful, and why would they want to go searching around for someone else that does what you do? They're going to give you at least first shot to get the job. Isn't that what you would like, without spending more time, money, or effort on generating leads? So capture the information. Now here's the advanced tip, and then we'll call it the day. And this is what I helped this person with today. For the advanced tip, don't just make the lead magnet something appropriate or relative to your business. Here's the advanced tip. Make it relative to the highest ticket, most expensive thing you sell. So, for instance, if you are a remodeling guy, and you have a tip on how to, I'm thinking off the top of my head, I'm trying to think of all the clients I've helped over the years, but You might have a consumer's guide to how to choose the right, what do they say, remodeler. You know, the 5 questions you got to ask before you hire a remodeler. Okay, well, people might opt in for that. That sounds valuable. I want to know what questions to ask. But what if you put a lead magnet out that said, here are the 5 tips to having the kitchen remodeling of your dreams? Or here's the 5 biggest mistakes people make when they remodel their kitchen that crushes their dreams and has it go way over budget and has it not the way you want it. Something that's related. Again, I'm thinking off the top of my head. Call me for one-on-one help, and we'll really get to the bottom of things, and I'll help you out one-on-one. That's helpfromsteve.com. But you see what I mean? That lead magnet is going to attract the lead and prepare them and get them in the mindset for your most expensive option. So not simply, a tip on how to, if you're a remodeler, a tip on how to resurface your cabinets. It's a tip on how to get the kitchen remodeling of your dreams done exactly the way you want it, on time and below budget. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Now you can continue to give them tips about how to get their dream kitchen, planting those seeds, giving them those ideas, bringing them along towards, you know what, I'm not just going to resurface my cabinets. I'm going to get the kitchen of my dreams. And this person has shown me how I can get it for less money than I thought, and I can get it sooner than I thought, and I can get it a lot nicer than I thought. And man, what a benefit it is to get the kitchen of my dreams, so that everything is planned out the right way, and everything is just the way I like it, at the right height and within the right distance from the sink to the dishwasher to the countertop to the refrigerator and cabinets and all the kind of stuff that goes into a custom dream kitchen for the person. And so if you show them how that's even possible and what it'll mean to their life and how they can get it for less than they thought they could, and they can get it quicker and they can get it done more cost effectively than even just doing refinishing of cabinets or whatever other option, man, you're well on your way to making a high ticket sale, to getting the best solution, the best result for that client. Isn't getting their dream kitchen a better result than just resurfacing their old cabinets? Well, it's worth more to them, and of course it's worth more profit to you. It's a bigger job. So that's the secret to a really effective lead magnet, is not only to get the lead, but to get the lead and start to get them in the frame of mind to not just purchase something small from you or nothing at all, but to make a big ticket purchase, because that's when customer client patients the happiest. They get what they want, and of course that sustains the business the longest, being able to sell that high ticket, high profit stuff and stay in business and make money and have fun and have less stress, because to me that's what business is all about. And that'll do it for Worldwide Web Wednesday. If you want more tips like this and you want more help one-on-one from me, I do make that available. There's a waiting list, but the sooner you get on it, the sooner that we talk. So you go to helpfromsteve.com and let me know what kind of help you want. We'll get on the phone one-on-one and I'll help you out. I'll have a lot of fun with it. You'll make a lot of money with it. That'll do it for Worldwide Web Wednesday. Thanks everyone being here live, watching on the replay, and I will be back tomorrow with another business building tip on Throwback Thursday. Catch you then. Bye-bye.